Alan Brooks was a 56-year-old black man that was accused of raping a young white girl. And Mr. Brooks was brought to the Old Gurl courthouse, which we're standing in right now, and he was supposed to have a trial. But due to the serious nature of the offense, Mr. Brooks was down on the second floor, and a mob broke in and overtook the sheriff Fairbattle, and they came in on the second floor, and they kicked out the second floor window and put a rope around Alan Brooks' neck, and they drug him from this red courthouse to Maine and Akron, which today, 110 years later, they put up a memorial acknowledging the lynching of Mr. Alan Brooks after 110 years. So we're here today in this red courthouse to honor him, but also go to that second floor, and pull libations for that gentleman. And we can't right the wrongs for what happened, but we can bring acknowledgement to what happened to Mr. Brooks.
For the motherland, the cradle of civilization. You all repeat that.
For the motherland, the cradle of civilization.
For our ancestors and their indomitable spirits.
For our ancestors and their indomitable spirits.
For our elders from whom we can learn much.
For our elders from whom we can learn much.
For our children who hold the promise for tomorrow.
For our children who hold the promise for tomorrow.
For our people, the original people.
For our people, the original people.
For our struggle.
For our struggle.
And out of those who struggled on our behalf.
And out of those who struggled on your behalf.
For Umoja, the principle of unity.
For Umoja, the principle of unity.
Which should guide us in all that we do.
Which should guide us in all that we do.
And for the Creator, who provides all things great and small.
So this room was a historical room, and they showed the history, and also they talked about the court hanging that took place, but it was not a hanging, it was a lynching. So that title could be adjusted, tweaked a little bit. There is a difference between hanging and lynching. A lot of people don't realize, but the after fact is the same. Hanging simply means they said some words in court about it before they hung you, which is what was going to happen to Alan Brooks at any rate. And then, but he didn't get a chance to be hung. He was lynched, and then they drug him the path that we walked down here. So. But just for you all to understand the spot where we are, Alan Brooks was pulled from this second-story window. And we believe that somewhere in here is where he landed and lost his life.
Behind me stands my brothers of the Black Panther Party. And the reason that they're here is because on that day, Mr. Brooks did not have anybody to defend him. But on this day, we honor Mr. Brooks. We have these black brothers here representing, but we also need to recognize that Mr. Brooks had allies on that day trying to defend his life. And so that's why my friend Chris is here, and I wanted him to say a couple of words about what your part has been in this right here.
Thank you, Olinka. So my name's Chris. I've been involved with the Dallas County Justice Initiative for about a year and a half, and I am a member of the organization. I was a part of a team that did the background research, that helped write the marker, that helped advertise, that helped do yearly and monthly programs virtually during the pandemic. And for me, what really spoke to me was where these events are happening, who this is happening to. It's all around us. I've been walking downtown for about 5 to 6 years. I didn't know that there was this atrocious violence that took place. But in learning it, I can see all around me, and I always ask as I walk around Dallas now, what do these trees know? What kind of violence have they seen that I just have no idea about? So now I listen and I hear.
And it's very important that we also acknowledge that Mr. Brooks was a father, he was a husband, he was a brother, he was a grandfather, he was a working man. He held over 20 jobs in his life. He survived through the Civil War. And to come to this end, it just goes to show you that he was a human. He had life. He was just not a black dot on a postcard that said we had nigger for barbecue today. He mattered. All power to the people.
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 All power to the people.